Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 65 of the podcast, and I remain your host, Tomobi. Last week, we started discussions on the AfCFTA Business Forum that held in South Africa about 2 weeks ago. We will continue with that today and also wrap up discussions on it. So just a recap of what the forum was about. The forum was a platform for the public and private sector to engage in discussions about unlocking trade and investment opportunities within the AfCFTA and also how to address barriers to trade within Africa. And there were various sessions held in respect of priority sectors such as agro-processing, automotive, pharmaceuticals, transportations, logistics and digital trade. And each session highlighted the policies and investment opportunities for value addition, job creation, regional integration in these sectors, in these priority sectors. So let's look at some of the sessions in detail. I will highlight the discussions held and solutions as well. So let's go right into it. So some of the sessions to focus on value chains. How do you finance value chains? How do you strengthen industrial capacity and industrializing the African continent? So there was a panel session on value addition. For those that are not aware, value addition basically means you transform, let's say for example, now quick cultural products, maybe a raw product, transform it by packaging and processing it. You transform cocoa into chocolate, you transform fruits, you can turn that into jam and all. That's to make it, of course, to earn more money in respect of that, as opposed to selling it in its raw form. That's what value addition is. So for the panel session on value addition, there were discussions on how to accelerate Africa's industrialization through the AfCFTA by increasing value addition in priority value chains such as agri, pharmaceutical, textiles, clothing and mining. And the panel sessions focused on policy tools that are required to grow Africa's manufacturing and industrial capacity. That's for value addition. There was also another panel session on our AfCFTA, that's for women driving intra-Africa trade in partnership with UNDP. The panel addressed challenges that women are facing in intra-African trade and how to ensure success in the AfCFTA. They were focused on digital entrepreneurship for women, trade and transport logistics, and the importance of supporting women-led businesses, and also how to address gender gap in trade and increase access to financing for women. And of course, the panel also addressed the issue of how to mobilize partnerships for women and initiatives for women to benefit under the AfCFTA. Let's go to another panel session. There was expanding digital trade and interoperable payment systems in the AfCFTA. So there were discussions about expanding digital trade and the significant role that digital trade plays, such as creating jobs, fostering digital inclusion, that's for everyone to get involved, and of course it will reduce inequalities. And the panel also highlighted different infrastructures that are being provided for the fintech industry, such as fiber optics, and the challenges that within the digital trade industry, such as the need for harmonized regulation and lack of investment in this sector. So for anyone looking to invest within that area, those are the areas you can start looking at for digital trade. Let's go to other. There was also the session about the AfCFTA Hub, which is a one-stop shop for information on AfCFTA, information and services on the AfCFTA. It's basically a digital ecosystem to connect e-government portals, payment, business and consumer apps into one continental gateway. So basically simplify information on AfCFTA and benefits for SMEs, and so basically a level playing field within the e-commerce industry, e-logistics, and cross-border trade transaction. That's what that is for. And we'll look at the session on boosting agriculture and agro-processing value chain under the AfCFTA. So this session focused on how to transform the sector, opportunities for the agriculture industry within the AfCFTA were highlighted. Of course, the solutions to barriers in the agricultural value chain were highlighted as well. There was the need to promote agro-processing solutions to fully implement the AfCFTA. How do you build networks and partnerships to enhance inter-African trade? That's very key. And of course, solutions such as improving infrastructure, investing in research and development, and promoting value addition to increase competitiveness in international markets. And the need for efforts to be coordinated to address market access challenges and trade financing for small-scale farmers in agri-businesses. So this is where the discussion comes to an end in respect of the AfCFTA Business Forum. And as usual, the podcast is for educational purposes only. If you need expert advice or you want more information, you can reach out to me or send me a message. And until next week, I say to you, bye-bye.